Today, we're going to talk about a school, but it's so much more than that. It's a model for education that's so fundamentally different, it could seriously change how we think about aid and development. This is the story of the HuSA Model School. So, when you picture how a school like this gets started, what do you see? Probably a big donor, a strategic plan, right? Well, forget all that. This one didn't start with a big grant or a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Not even close. Nope, it started with something much more human. It started with one person, right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, just distributing food. He was in Uganda's Kyangwali refugee settlement, seeing the struggle firsthand, day in and day out. And he refused to look away. In that simple act, that refusal to accept the status quo, well, that's what sparked this whole journey. It's an incredible story, really, about how a simple crisis response, something built on real human relationships, turned into something truly revolutionary. Okay, so take a look at how this all unfolded. This wasn't some top-down plan cooked up in an office somewhere. No, this was built from the ground up, step by step, responding to what people actually needed. You see, back in 2020, it was all about food. But then, a few years later, a birthday outreach for the kids, it revealed the real crisis wasn't just hunger, it was learning poverty. And just like that, by 2025, a repurposed community space became a school. It's just completely organic, totally responsive growth. And this quote from the founder, Sumi Hamid, it just says it all, doesn't it? It gets right to the core DNA of HuSA. It's not about swooping in with a good idea. It's about showing up again and again, asking what's needed, and just refusing to give up. And that philosophy, that's what led to a model that does so much more than just teach kids how to read and write. So you might be asking, how does that philosophy actually build something groundbreaking? Well, here's the key. This isn't just a school. Think of it more like an engine that's been specifically designed to break the cycle of aid dependency once and for all. To really get what they're doing, you have to understand the problem they're up against. It's called learning poverty. Now, just imagine this for a second. A child, 10 years old, just full of potential, but they can't read or understand a simple sentence. That's not just a sad statistic, right? That's a locked door to their entire future. And in places like refugee settlements, this can affect over 90% of kids. It's a massive generational catastrophe, and a regular school just isn't enough to fix it. And this is where you see the huge shift in thinking. On one hand, you've got conventional aid, which, let's be honest, often treats families like passive recipients. But the HuSA model? It does the exact opposite. It's all about building them up, giving them the tools to become the architects of their own change, their own future. It's the difference between a handout and a hand up. So how does this engine actually work? Well, it's got three core components that all lock together. First, you have the parent transformation circles. This is about psychosocial support, peer accountability, building that stable foundation. Then, there's the school garden. And this isn't just a little vegetable patch. It's a real enterprise that creates real income. And finally, you've got village savings and loans, which are community-managed safety nets. You see how they all fit? Each part makes the other stronger. And okay, this part is just brilliant. This is the financial genius of the whole model. Any money that comes from that market garden gets split three ways. 30% gets reinvested right back into the garden, which means it's self-funding after just one season. 20% helps run the school, and the biggest slice, 50%, goes directly to the parents as earned income. It's a closed-loop, self-sustaining system. But wait, here's the real game changer. Before a parent gets their 50% cash share, the school fees are automatically deducted first. Just think about that for a second. What does that do? It completely transforms school fees. They're no longer this huge, stressful burden. Instead, it's a dignified planned deduction for money that they earn themselves. It's a system where parents are literally funding their child's education with their own work. And what this system creates is, well, it's a pathway. A really clear 10-year roadmap for every single family that walks through their doors. It's a journey that takes them from a state of crisis all the way to total self-sufficiency. Just look at how this is structured. It's so thoughtful. The first 3 years of early childhood education, totally free. That's the relief stage. It gives the family time to stabilize. Then, in primary 1, they make their very first school fee payment using money from their garden work. That's recovery. As their income and their confidence grow, they move into resilience. And you can see, each year, their contribution goes up just a little bit, perfectly in sync with their ability to pay. Until, after this journey, they reach this number, 115,000 Ugandan shillings. Now, that's the full fee for the final year, primary 7. But it's so much more than just a number on a page. That number? It's proof. It's proof that the entire model works. It represents a parent paying for their child's education entirely from their own earned income. That is the moment a family doesn't just pay a fee, they graduate. They've reached that final stage, reassurance. They have officially broken the cycle of aid dependency.
Which brings us to right now, to the crucial point. This incredible, proven system, it's been built entirely on belief and sheer commitment. But for it to grow, for it to reach more families, it's hit a critical point, a point where strategic investment is the only thing that can unlock its full potential.
So let's look at the numbers as they stand. Right now, the school is serving 165 children. And get this, 97% of them are refugees. 83% come from the absolute most vulnerable households. We're talking about the very children that other systems so often miss. The impact isn't just theoretical. It's targeted, it's deep, and it is happening right now. So what's the challenge holding it back? Plain and simple, it's human capital. I mean, it's kind of incredible, but the entire headquarters team, the directors, the program managers, everyone running this whole thing, they're all unpaid volunteers. Now, that level of dedication is just astonishing, and it proves how much they believe in this, but it's just not sustainable if we want to scale. Real investment is needed. It's needed to bridge the funding for that free 3-year early childhood program, and it's needed to pay teachers a competitive salary so they can keep the absolute best talent. So here's the bottom line. The really hard work, it's already been done. The model is proven to work on the ground. The community is deeply and fully committed. The entire system is built, it's in place, and it is ready to scale. Think about it. Those first 165 children are in school today simply because a small group of people believed in this idea so much that they were willing to work for free to make it happen. So the question we're left with is a simple one. Will the next 165 children get their chance because of you?